Instead of trying to be a trader, I should just turn myself upside down and be a freelance mop.
Welcome to Stephen Johnson's stocks. Red Week lost about 700, but on the whole, feeling pretty good. I remember when I started having green months. Before that, for the period before, I'd be having like kind of green week, red week, green week, red week, then three green weeks, then a red week, then a red week. And the same thing is happening now with the months, which will lead to profitable years. So I'm having like a green month, red month, green month, green month, green month, red month, red month, green month, red month. And it's getting more and more consistent, and I'm getting more and more confident. And for that reason, when I step back, I feel very, very good about things. The second reason I feel very good is because I've been exploring higher price stocks. But first, why did I have the red week? One, lost discipline after having 8 green weeks in a row. Took a red week with lack of discipline. Second, I am exploring higher price stocks, and with that, you fall into certain traps as a newbie. But on the whole, took a $1,500 loss on Tesla through a stupid error, and I'll never short a $300 stock again. But on the whole, I'm really feel like, and Eric Russell said this in a Steady Trade podcast interview with him. He said I started off in penny stocks, but I actually moved into higher price stocks. And being honest, higher price stocks are more predictable. They move better. They really respect support and resistance well. They move with the overall SPY more, and you can invest more into them safely without your price ranges jumping up and down, and obviously they're manipulated less. So higher price stocks have felt natural, $20, $30, $40, $50, and I'll be more and more moving into them. When the penny stock market's hot, I'll be right there. But when it's quiet, you're sitting there, you're not taking any trades, you're not doing anything. It's boring. But when it's hot, you can bank $1,000 days, $1,000 days. But when it's quiet, you just lose 100 here, 100 there, trying to make something happen that doesn't exist. I'll announce the Excel winners at the end. Live the dream.
What's up, guys? I'm in a funny space at the moment. Down 720 on the week and the month. Trading is very, since I started becoming more profitable, it's been quite sporadic. 4 green months in a row, then 2 red months, then a green month. Hopefully this is not going to be a red month. But on the whole, the green months are coming more and more. Like in the past, when I started having 1 green week, then 2 green weeks, then 3 green weeks, then 2 green weeks. Randomly the green weeks come, and then the green months come. And now the green months are coming, but they're still not consistent yet, because I'm still making stupid mistakes. But on the whole, after I took this loss, which kind of took us away from overall profitability, I had kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green weeks in a row. Made 2,800 last month, so being down 720 isn't too bad. It's nothing catastrophic. It's definitely recoverable. I just lost a little bit of discipline because after 8 green weeks in a row, you start thinking, oh, I'll just go along this, I'll just go along that. And there's 2 rules I've got. One, I was up $750 yesterday and I ended up 300 down. And that was because I went long LMFA. So a rule that I must obey, and I'll write it here. No longs this week. I'll put it in fucking red for danger. And my second rule for this week is I took a huge loss on Tesla because I was shorting a fucking $300 company. So no shorting stocks over, we'll say over $50, exception Facebook, because I seem to have a good handle on that. So all I can do is look at what I'm not doing well and look at what's working, look at what's not working, and I'm pretty positive. 700 looks a bit bad, but when I'm having like 600, 500, 500, 500, 300, 500 days just the other week, and then this week like 300, 100, 100, 500, and then I was up 750 yesterday. It's not that bad. I can make 720 back in a day these days. But yeah, just got to respect rules, got to respect discipline. Let's make this red week acceptable, but have another green 8 weeks coming. Probably not the best time to record because I feel really disappointed in myself because this is the trade that made the week and the month red as yeah. But LMFA, history of failed spikes. We can see them everywhere on the chart. I mean, yeah, doesn't hold the ties, gaps up and fails, failed spike, failed spike, failed spike. Literally every single stock has failed, and then you've got this horrible uh, sell off of just red day after red day after red day, and this stock is ultimately it's just a complete failure of a company. So whenever it pops up, you can short it. So say we look at oops on Friday. As soon as it pops up out of nowhere with no news at 11:23. You think, well, this is probably a chat room buy. And then when you get the double top here, then I just started shorting into it. Pretty much hitting the top, hitting like the 90s. I was waiting for it to top out first to be safe. And when it came down, I took a few little bit of profits in the 80s, taking about 12%. But the problem is because it's Friday and because the stock's consolidating, you've kind of got a little higher low here, which came out of nowhere. But I was really, because the stock fails so often, I was really waiting for this to come down. But it didn't. It shorts kind of panicked a little bit into the close. It made its highs again, and I covered as it broke high of day, which I tried to have patience. I tried to see this one off, but it just didn't come off. In hindsight, when you get this high or low, I should have just took it all off. But what I actually did was I took a loss of $40. Thought, oh, it's Friday. Maybe loads more shorts are going to be trapped in this as it breaks higher day. Went long, and then it was just a fake out both ways. Came back down, and I took a big loss here of $700 on the way down because I was mad that I'd missed that I'd basically not took profits down here, and then I was switched bias going long, and I've took three bad losses this month, and pretty much all of them have been long. So I just really fucked this up, and it fucked up me week and month. Now, a lot of people think that these higher price stocks you shouldn't touch them, but because I mean, basically the way things have been going, I've been losing money in penny stocks because the market's so quiet, and I've been making the money back in higher price stocks. Been profitable in high price stocks these last 3 4 weeks. And at first I thought it was luck, but now I'm starting to really think no, that these actually are very, very, very tradable, and you can trade them profitably. So getting into that, let's take a look at the SPY. In general, the SPY is very bearish. It's coming all the way down. And if you look at the SPY yesterday at around 1 o'clock, I can't show you, but it started to panic off. And I can't show you because I'm worried about the processing speed because I've tried to record this a few times. But when the SPY is panicking down, and the SPY in general is not performing very well, the markets are coming down. If it takes out, let's just have one quick look. The bull market's kind of looks like it might be over. The SPY's really testing this 256 level. If it falls, it's going to fall to new multi-month lows. Now, if you contrast that with Facebook, Facebook generally follows the SPY, and it's had a breach of data issues with Mark Zuckerberg having to testify in court. And Facebook is double fucked because it's had the negative catalyst with the privacy news, and the market overall is bearish. If we look at Twitter, Twitter is exactly the same. Twitter, tweet, 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 is bearish because the overall markets are bearish, and it's bearish because the social media kind of industry is bearish because of Facebook and its privacy data issues, motherfucker shebang. So, keeping that in mind, with two negative catalysts, the negative market and the negative news, we can short Facebook because in general the trend is bearish, it's coming down. So I'm looking to short Facebook. When it makes a drop, it comes back up. We can see pop, 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 pop. It can never ever get through this 162 area. So when you look at it intraday, we can see, look, it never gets through the 160s here. when we look at it kind of across 5 days. But if we just zoom in, I'm looking at Facebook. We have this ramp, comes back down, ramps back up above 161. 161, guess what? It's kind of its overall resistance level, top, top, top. And then it tops again here, makes this head and shoulders pattern. And at 1 o'clock, the SPY started to collapse. Facebook follows the SPY. It's got resistance just ahead. The bounce is really weak. I'm shorting this double top 159, risking it going through 160, and I'm covering down in the 157s. I'm risking about 20 cents to make $1, which when you're buying 100, 200, 300 shares, it really can add up to big profits. Twitter is exactly the same. We have all of the tops in the 29, like 29.55. And then if we look at Twitter, today, pops up to 29.25. It's getting 29.30, 35, but it can't get through 55 because that's its longer term support or resistance. This is yesterday, collapses, and it has this kind of support level here, and then it closes where it opens. So I was using this kind of previous day level as guidance. And if we just zoom in on Twitter, it ramped in the morning, came up to the 29s. Again, it can't really get even up to or near the 29.30s, which is its overall resistance. So when it put in this lower high, I was watching it. Then when it put in this next lower high, it went red on the day. So once it made this double top, I was thinking it's red on the day. Social networks are down, markets are down. It can't get through this 29 level. It's just double topped. Again, it's red. I'll short the double top, 29.70s. I'll risk probably, sorry, it's not 28.70s. I'll risk kind of 29 because then the trend's broke. And I literally rode this down all day. It took one, I didn't. I got out in the 28.40s and then it snapped and I nearly killed myself because I missed $1 a share. But still, like playing the chart badly, missing out on the best parts of the move, still banking good money. And I just want to close by saying it's not the end of the world to have a red week. I mean, it felt like the end of the world for us this morning when I woke up, knowing that I threw a green week away, being 750 up last night, to a red week. But the reality is, trading is ups and downs. You have profitable weeks and red weeks, and I can't just be green all of the time. So having 8 green weeks and 1 red week, it's a little step back, but I'm sure next week I'll come in more disciplined and I'll be cutting losses tighter, and that green week will inevitably follow. And hopefully it'll put me onto a green month as well. But for the winners, I've saved some screenshots. I screenshotted like 10 different winners. So guys, if you're one of the winners, publicly message me back on Twitter and I'll give you my email to get the Excel. And the winners are, I just like screenshotted randomly, at Grey at Bay, at MCNTS07, that's Mark, the first one was Chris, Leandro at Leandro Salma, Miles at Clicks to Trade, Yogo at Henzo Trades at JROGO, Jay at J Option Wiz, and Alex at Trading in a Zone, I think that looks like. There's more. John Christian at Jack Christian, Pedro Ganchala at Ganchala Pedro, G123, which is G Gurjit529073, Marcus Russell at Marcus Russell, Sebekos at Stackstrain, Teston at TSETEN12, and Jacob Pogorzelski or something. Dream Big, he says, at Jake Trades 24. So you guys, if you're one of the winners, send me a message saying you read my name out. I'll cross-check it on this screen, and then I'll send you the Excel straight over. I was only going to give it to 1 or 2 people. I think I've given it to about 12 there, simply because I want to help you guys. I want to help reward you. And just to talk more about the Excel, these 3 patterns that I've been tracking, the win rate on them is ridiculous. It's like 70, 80, 90%. But the patterns aren't coming because the penny stock market's been quiet. When they come, honestly, I'm thinking I'm going big on the patterns because I've got the data that work. I'm going 7, 8. I'm pushing for 5, 6, 7, 8, 10K a month. Call this unrealistic. I don't give a fuck. Live the dream. I'll see y'all later. Thank you guys so much for supporting. Makes us cry.